Hi, welcome to episode 1 of the Journal and Chat with Me series. This is definitely something that's very new to me, and I wanted to see how it would work out and hope you guys enjoy this. But I purposely wanted to set this up like a podcast style, kind of, where you can work or journal and plan with the video in the background. If you want to, feel free to mute me and play your own music, listen in on your meetings, etc. I'll usually play a couple of songs in the background, but will eventually fizzle out to be just me talking. And I like adding some soft music in the background for the first 10 minutes or so, just to relax me and you guys into the talking. And I feel like we have a lot to talk about, or a lot that I want to talk about with you guys. So yeah, we'll just kind of get into it. So I really wanted to do this because I like videos like this too, where people are journaling, or I think they call it like body doubling, where they're just like in the background doing their own thing. And it helps me feel a little bit productive as well. Also, sorry if you guys hear some loud sounds in the background. I'm not really sure what it is, but I live in the city, so it's just kind of inevitable. So this is the first time I'm trying to do something like long form. Most of my videos are really short form, so bear with me if it's a little all over the place, but I really feel like these kind of videos are nice because it's like a form of socializing for me, and I'm quite introverted with very extroverted qualities, and I'll get more into that later actually. But basically I struggle with keeping friendships and having a social life because I'm very inwardly introverted. I also struggle with ADHD and anxiety disorder, and that makes it harder for me to have a proper social life. So if those are some like mental health ailments that you guys are interested in hearing more about, or that you can relate to, I really hope that these videos can be helpful in a way, because they're helpful to me when I watch similar type of videos. Anyway, so in terms of the actual journal today, the theme I'm going for is sort of moody, sort of dark, and spacey. Normally, I don't really try to go too deep into the decorative aspect of my personal journal, as I like to keep it mostly simple and just like full of personal pictures or like ephemera from like around the house or packaging or something. Something that's just like personal, not like just random stickers. I have all these cute little boxes I got from Paris, by the way, and the Coquette box was from the Louvre, the museum in Paris. It was part of the Marie Antoinette collection, so really it can't get more coquette than that. And I'm just rummaging through these absolutely unhinged, messy boxes of ephemera paper. These are sourced from other Etsy or Amazon shops, and I think some from a local shop. I don't organize these at all, so I'm sorry if like your OCD is flaring and you're like, oh my gosh, like everything's so messy. I just don't want to spend hours on decorating my journal, or it sort of loses purpose for me. So really, I will just pick out colors that I think might be cohesive or whatnot. And sometimes it's just absolutely random, like ugly selections that don't go together. And I'm trying to encourage you guys to just trying to embrace imperfection, because at least if you're anything like me, trying to make your journals picture perfect is a surefire way for me to lose consistency and want to stop journaling. When I first started journaling, I was really inspired by Michelle from Seaweed Kisses. I have probably mentioned her already in my previous video, but I will continue to mention her because I just love her free-spirited outlook on journaling. It's really what helped me embrace imperfection and trying to like not focus on making everything look like a Pinterest board or what you see on Instagram. And I struggled with perfection a lot because for me, I'm a graphic designer, and 2, I'm very ADHD with slight OCD tendencies. It used to be a lot worse, but I've gotten a lot better with therapy over time. Fixating on perfection is what absolutely killed my creativity. If you're anything like me, it's so hard to just start sometimes. It took me forever to start journaling, even though I had like 50 notebooks probably. It's this idea of perfection that we don't want to try because we're afraid it won't be exactly how we want it to be. But with journaling and with being creative, you absolutely have to learn to let go. And as a graphic designer, I get super fixated on adjustments, like the perfect lighting, the perfect alignment, etc. I've lost countless art pieces and even some videos where I deleted them because I just couldn't stand the imperfections and how misaligned certain things looked. Learning to let go and just creatively and freely express myself really was a big thanks to journaling. It's the one place where perfection doesn't really matter. Like literally, it doesn't matter because journaling, unlike designing for a client, is just for me. By the way, you might notice that it takes me a long ass time just to decorate this page, and that's really because I don't know what I'm doing. I have zero thought going into this. I literally just like go with the flow. I'm listening to music while I do this, so I'm just kind of zoning out. And this is what I mean by journaling freely. It's taken me a long time to get over the whole if my spread doesn't look like a Pinterest post, it's trash mentality. I also challenged myself to just show you guys the spreads that were ugly too, so I can get over the fear of sharing imperfect journaling like on the internet with you guys. So I have these like little photos of Chizu. Chizu is from Blackpink, if you don't know, and she is ambassador for Dior, and I am a huge Dior fan in terms of like luxury branding. I just really like their aesthetic. It's like very soft colors, very muted colors. And so I'm gonna use her, or at least try to use her in this spread, just because she's wearing this really nice black outfit, all black outfit, and this spread is definitely supposed to be a little moody. And here are my tools to get started. So I just have like a double-sided tape. This is like the tape I use for all of my journaling, and some glue. This is like a really nice glue because it doesn't get like crinkly. Scissors and some Posca pens, the usual suspects really. But this spread really is kind of reminding me of DUNE right now, which is absolutely fitting because we as a collective society are in our desert era right now, I think. And I got these papers from Amazon, by the way, but really, I don't really remember because I've had them for a while, but some of these I've really had for like a long time. Like I think these moon stickers I've had forever. Oh, and that's another thing. Like, do you guys ever just hoard paper and like stickers, etc., because they're just so precious and you don't want to waste them? I used to be so bad about that. Like, hoarded so many notebooks and stuff, and I banned myself from buying any more notebooks this year, by the way. It's absolutely insane how many I have, but at the least I've finally started to use them consistently, sort of. But yeah, let me know if you guys have seen DUNE, like one or both of the movies, and what you think of it. And have you ever read the books? I want to like read the books. I really do. I have the books, actually. My boyfriend bought the set, but the first book is so thick that it's kind of intimidating. Also, super side note, but I think it's hilarious that Timothée Chalamet used to be seen as kind of this wholesome indie actor before last year, and people loved how different and unique he was. But now that he's dating Kylie Jenner, it's like people hate this guy. I don't know if anyone else is like super into pop culture. Well, I'm not super into pop culture, but I follow like r/FOMOI, which is like pop culture news on Reddit. That's like my pop culture fix, I guess. And like it's just like so funny to me. I mean, I don't normally care about like celebrities, but people really hate Kylie Jenner. And I used to work for the Kardashians. Well, I didn't work for the Kardashians, but I worked in the industry with the Kardashians, and I will put it at that. So I have actually met I think all of them except for Kourtney Kardashian. I've never met her, but I've met all of the Kardashians, including the mom. But anyway, that's a totally separate story for another day. People dislike them. I mean, I didn't get that job because I was a fan of them either. It was just part of the job. And And I get it, like people dislike the Kardashians, which is very, very valid for what they stand for and the shallowness of it all. But I don't know, it's just like, isn't giving them so much attention, negative or not, like still giving them a platform? I don't know. Like if you truly want them to go away, I think we should just like not care. And it's just so crazy to me that all these, like the Timothy Chalamet like subreddit is like now just all hatred stuff. It used to be like a fan subreddit, and now it's like hatred comments because people just hate Kylie Jenner. And I'm like, I know these people are not the best kinds of people and all. It's just like, they're like bigger fish to fry than the Kardashians being shallow and being annoying, I think. I don't know. Just like, don't give them any energy if you hate them so much. You know what I mean? Because they're popular and they have millions of followers for a reason. People like love to hate follow, and I find that so incredibly strange. You're just giving them attention. Like you're giving your haters a platform. You're getting them paid. I don't get it. Anyway, on the topic of having no friends, I mean, truly, I'm in my mid-30s. So I feel like I'm at that stage in life where I'm too old for anybody's shit. And I'm sorry, but friends have so much drama. Sometimes it really drains me. And I don't know if it's just like I have met the wrong type of people in life sometimes. Or I mean, not the wrong type of people, but like, I don't know if I attract the wrong type of people, because I tend to be very extroverted when I want to be. And I think I tend to just kind of attract like a different crowd than what I would ideally like to. It's kind of difficult to explain, but I guess in a sense, like I get along with most people for the most part. I mean, I definitely know I don't vibe well with some certain type of people, but for the most part, I get along with everyone, all backgrounds, all cultures, and even people who see things like maybe like from a politically different side. I don't necessarily like, I'm not one of those people who are just like full of hate just because somebody's different from me and their views are different. I like to hear perspectives. We're all humans after all. So I'm not that type of person, but obviously I'm also like conscious that like I have certain morals and things that I really believe in, and when others don't, or if they shit on me about it, then we're just not meant to be friends. But I am, you know, like I'm open to talking to all sorts of people, and so I think that also it's like a good thing and a bad thing, right? Because it's like good to be friendly with everybody or whatever, but it's also like you can end up like attracting the wrong people. I would say most of my friends in the past tend to be younger than me also, by at least like 5 to 7 years. So I don't know, maybe that's why, but like my partner is also 8 years younger than me, by the way, and he is literally like one of the most pleasant people I know. I don't know, maybe I'm being a boomer about it, but like I just feel like the older I get, I'm like, I just cannot deal with your guys' like bullshit, like drama. Like I don't know why. It's like people are bored and they make drama for no reason out of anything, literally anything, you know. So I just can't. I don't really have the energy to like care about that stuff, and it makes it hard for me to keep the friendships that I had in the past. You know, these are the friends that I have known through work, through college, some of them even through like mutual friends or whatever. And it's just like, I don't know. I don't know if these people are my vibe. So I feel like I'm just kind of in this no friends era right now. It's just that a lot of my friend groups, like I said, I'm very extrovertedly introverted sometimes. A lot of them are very extroverted. So they would like force me to go to like parties and clubs, and I'm just like not that person. I never was, but I was always like kind of like peer pressured. And as you get older though, you start to not care, right? Peer pressure is like silly and high school, and I'm not here for it. So there is no way any person is gonna peer pressure me to do shit. Random short story, but I recently had met like a new friend, kind of. I randomly met her on my walk to, like, I was walking my dog, and I just randomly started talking to her. She had a dog too, obviously. And she and I were like having a great convo. She's very extroverted. I could tell by her like energy. And we were like we lived very close to each other, and long story short, like, we tried to hang out. I hung out with her once, and she was just like adamant on peer pressuring me to do all the stuff with her, like, and I had just met her once. And I was like not about it. I was like, no, sorry, like, I just don't want to. I'm just glad I also grew out of the people pleasing stage, though, because I think it's disingenuous for one to just be like, yeah, sure, yeah, I'll do whatever with you. And like I said, I felt slightly more peer pressured back then, but now I just know better, and I'm too old for that shit, and I can just straight up say no. And, you know, there's no hard feelings about the person. They're not like bad people. It's just they're not my cup of tea. I would rather prevent them from getting hurt, like, down the line than me just straight up off the bat being like, yeah, it's just not my lifestyle, you know? So, and I don't think her feelings were hurt, but she definitely probably does not like me that much. Just because she was like very excited to like do stuff with me, and I was like, it's just like not my thing. I don't know. I'm like a homebody. I don't know what to tell you. I love that my Diptyque perfume is kind of embodied by the spread. I feel like the aesthetics are the same. And I use primarily 2 perfumes. This Philo one from Diptyque, which is earthy, very mellow and subtle, and kind of smells like fig, like the candle fig, if you've ever smelled it. And this Chloe perfume. And these 2 perfumes are legit my 2 personalities, I think. My 2 aesthetic personalities, as you'll see over time. But the Chloe one is so feminine and floral and pretty in comparison, whereas like the Philo is like very soft and mellow and like very moody. So it just depends on my mood, I guess. But let me know if you guys are also like that, where there's like, you have like 2 very like opposite styles or scents or like aesthetics. Also, I was attempting to take a picture here because it looked cute, and I'm using the Canon Ivy Click Instant camera. But wow, this quality is so shit. I was in my mid-20s when I was diagnosed with anxiety disorder, but at the time I had a pretty full social life. I think over time it really just got worse, the anxiety. It was also hard for me to stay out with friends for more than a couple of hours. I started becoming that friend who always wanted to go home super early and didn't really love being at someone's house that long. Honestly, I'm sure those friends understood, but probably thought I was being a lame friend. So over time, I just lost a lot of those friends because I stopped socializing. I think like the people who really want to stick around in your life will understand you're going through something, understand you're not mentally in a great place, and can give you that space. So I will say that even though I may not really have a social life right now, I don't even have a lot of like true quote friends right now, but if I wanted to reach out to those people that I used to be close with, I definitely could. And it's like very few, you know, just like a handful of people that understand what I'm going through, understand that I'm not really in a position to socialize and go out a lot, and they will talk to me, you know, if I reached out to them. But that's the other thing. I don't really reach out to anybody for help. I'm one of those people. I never ask people for help ever. Even when I was like dirt broke and I couldn't even pay rent, I never asked anybody for help. I just like, I'm one of those people who like struggles alone. And it's another reason why I felt like this platform, using YouTube to kind of using YouTube and journaling, is like my way of getting my thoughts out there and being able to kind of let it out, so to speak. Like all of these, like how I feel about my anxiety, my ADHD, like having no friends, all this is like a place where I know that I can reach potentially reach more people outside of the bubble I'm in, and hope that people can relate to this kind of thing, because most of my friends in my bubble are they don't really have this issue, let me just say. I guess like they are more about socializing and going out there and exploring and all that, and it's good for them, but I guess I am the black sheep. I think a lot of introverted people can relate to this, but having a dog really forces you out of your shell. I'm a total homebody, if you can't tell, but having to walk my puppy 3 to 4 times a day really just forces me to socialize with my neighbors and stuff. And I mean, like I said, I like met that girl on a walk, and I do end up talking to a lot of random people. I don't see it as a bad thing at all, obviously, but sometimes it's just superficial. I think it's just like, your dog is cute, my dog is cute, like they want to be friends or interact. Not everybody's out there just trying to make best friends with dog walkers or anything like that. So there's no pressure really, if that makes sense. I can be socially awkward sometimes. I mean, I think I've gotten so much practice throughout the years. Just like I said, in high school and college, I hung around with like very extroverted friends, party girls, basically. I don't know if anyone can relate to this really, but me being super sociable and being center of attention is like my anxiety tick. And I know that sounds like opposite of what an anxiety tick might be, but it's like some people's anxiety tick is to like laugh at everything. Some people's anxiety tick is to like not say a word, right? But I do know some people's anxiety ticks are like talking nonstop. And I think I'm the same way. So it just puts me in the spotlight inadvertently because I'm just like talking nonstop because it's my way to like, it's my anxiety tick. I don't know. So what people think is like me being super extroverted is just like a tick. But yeah, it's like a common sentiment. My coworkers in the past have told me they think I'm very extroverted just from how I come off or how they've seen me at Christmas parties and stuff. I think I'm good at holding conversations in general, but honestly, and can we be totally honest here? It's because I'm super ADHD too. Like I can hold convos because I think about literally anything and everything all at once. Like when someone tells me anything at all, like anything about you, any story, I'm very good at like asking questions and like just like continuing that story, you know? I'm like very good at keeping up the conversation because my ADHD brain is like thinking about everything that people are telling me. I'm sure this video is very convoluted right now because I'm kind of all over the place, but I'm trying my best. Before the pandemic, when I still had to work in an office, I would literally retreat to my car. Like after a long convo with my coworkers or a really long meeting where I have to talk, I would literally go hide in my car. Like just like recline in my car seat, like all the way so no one can see me or whatever. So I feel like I can put up this like facade that I'm very sociable and extroverted for like an hour max. So yeah, so I don't know. A lot of people think I'm extroverted, but I just really want to be alone. And I don't know if you guys can relate to that, but let me know if you can, because I would definitely love to feel like I'm not alone here. With anxiety, I used to get panic attacks every single night when I lived alone in California. And now that I'm with my boyfriend, I definitely don't get them as often, but I still struggle with sleeping in general. And I tend to wake up in the middle of the night at least 2 times, sometimes 3 or 4. And I usually can't instantly go back to sleep. So it's been a struggle during the day. I work as a freelancer, but currently have a contract for a client that's like a 40-hour-a-week type of gig. So basically, if it's a full-time job. And honestly, I'm so grateful I work from home. I truly don't even think I could manage going back to an office ever again. It's like funny hearing my coworkers say they sort of miss working in an office for the camaraderie and socializing, and I'm just like, hell to the no. That is not worth it. Oh my god, the traffic, the clothes you have to figure out, getting ready in the morning, nope. I can't even I struggle getting up now, and I work from home. I'm convinced I can't truly function normally in society, but working from home has given me a chance. So that's just how I feel about it. I know some people don't have that luxury of being able to work from home, but honestly, I just feel like I just can't do the going into the office thing. It's like either I need to just freelance full time from home or have no job, I guess. I don't know. I just really don't think I can do it. I don't think I can go back to like an office life. Anxiety management is like half medication, half therapy, and sprinkled in with some having some good like support system. And for me, since obviously I have no friends, my support system is primarily just my boyfriend. I'm also not super close to my family, so really he's all I have. And I know some people tend to hoard people sometimes, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, that person who has a million besties and have to always be with a boyfriend or girlfriend all the time. And I think a big part of that is fear of losing your support system. Not everyone has great relationships with their family, and if you aren't close to your family, you really start to feel a sense of insecurity, and you either find that security in things, in other people, which is popular, or yourself, which is very hard. And I don't want to go too deep into all that, but I don't want to be, because I don't want to be depressing, but I do want to keep it real for me. And maybe this is just the East Coast girl in me, but I'd like to think I'm friendly, hospitable to everyone, to all walks of life, but letting people really in and becoming close is a different story. I value quality, not quantity, and I'm extremely picky about who I deem as a true friend. I think it can be a good and a bad thing. For me, I'm still trying to find that balance. Okay, so this video is hella long, and I think my spread is pretty complete here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this journal and chat with me. Let me know what you guys think about some of the topics we talked about here, and what else would you like to chat about in the future videos. And just so you know, I engage pretty frequently in the community tab here on YouTube, and I often post polls and share some snippets about upcoming videos. So that's probably one of the best places to throw out suggestions on topics to discuss and whatnot. Although I can't always guarantee bag video requests. I know that's like the popular thing on my channel right now is all of my bag videos, but I am definitely trying to transition more into this side of me. Bag videos are great because bags are a hobby to me, but there's only so many bags I can talk about, and there's only so many bags I can buy. So I just don't feel like it's like as fulfilling as just even making these type of vlogs. But anyway, so that's all from me today. Thanks for hanging out with me, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!